This whole shrimp bowl is representative of my life in 2025. I need it to be all the things. I need it to be spicy. I need it to be sweet. I need it to be herbaceous and healthy. I need it to nourish me, period. That's what it's getting. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cookin with Tea, the first episode of this amazing year, 2025. And of course, you know I had to come at you with colorful, vibrant vibes and flavors for your timeline. So on this episode, we're gonna be making my Chipotle Shrimp Taco Bowl. If you know, I just came back from Mexico, so I wanted to incorporate all of these amazing spicy flavors that I had during my travel and share them with you. So recipe is gonna be down below in the deets. Let's get into it. First things first, we are going to get our shrimp seasoned. I have some peeled shrimp and I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin, chili powder, oregano, onion, and garlic powder. And then what makes this like the Chipotle shrimp is that we're going to chop some fresh chipotles in the mix as well. And this is super spicy, so you wanna add a little bit of the juice. Yum, 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 yum. I feel like Mexican food is all about spices, and I feel like the cultural element of Mexico is so colorful too. Like, I actually got this headband in Cancun when I was just over there. So we're gonna get some chipotle pepper. I'm only gonna do one because I'm not trying to have all that spice. And I keep the seeds, so I think one is a fair game. Are y'all excited? Because I'm excited. I haven't done this in a minute and I'm so glad to be back in my bag and doing the things I love this year. So into the shrimp, we're gonna do a little bit of olive oil as well. A little mixy mix. Yum, this smells so good already. I'm gonna add some salt into the mix. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna add a few more chipotles and that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta take a look at it to readjust. I want a little bit of a deeper dark color, so I'm gonna add a few more chipotles in the mix. And I think it should be absolutely perfect now. Yum. So when it comes to like a taco bowl, essentially, you are looking for freshness, you're looking for something with heat, you're looking for fattiness. So for the freshness element in this taco bowl, we're gonna be making a slaw. I wanna do something like pico de gallo, but with a little bit more body and texture. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of red cabbage and we're just gonna shave it into some shreds, just like this. You wanna be careful. You wanna do like super thin shreds like this, and we're gonna pop it into a bowl. So while we have our mandolin here, we're gonna also slice a little bit of a red onion for our pico de gallo. I wanna talk about some exciting things while we're here and it's the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna be hosting some tour packages and we're going to South Africa in June as well as somewhere Southeast Asia in November. And I can't wait to share the packages with you guys. I'll put them in a link below if anyone wants to come. And this is perfect when it comes to the onion. You want it like super thin, just like this. Kind of similar to the cabbage. So we're gonna pop everything into a bowl and then we're going to get into cutting some tomatoes. You can use a whole tomato, like a large Roma tomato or something like that, but I wanted to use some cherry tomatoes because they're super cute. But yeah, so the whole purpose of me making this super easy, delicious bowl is because I wanted to like chat with y'all along the way, some easy chats and easy eats. I feel like this year is gonna be super exciting for me. I have so many amazing things in the works. Next month in February, I have like so many pop-ups happening and a lot of exciting announcements that I can't really share right now, but I can't wait to watch this year unravel and unroll because I think it's gonna be the best year so far. Okay, so for the slaw, I wanted to add a little bit of cucumber in the mix as well. This is not super traditional like Mexican food, but I'm taking some of what I ate in Mexico and the flavors that I ate in Mexico and some of the things that I just love to eat with a few techniques and a little bit of tweaking and changing the narrative a little bit. So I'm adding a little bit of cucumbers, and then we're gonna add a little bit of mangoes. Cut that open like this. Beautiful. Mangoes are absolutely one of my favorite fruits. We're just going to scoop the flesh out like this. Boop. There's gonna be a lot going down in this bowl, but to be honest with you, there's a lot going down this year. So I hope it's a reflection of beautiful colors and all of the amazing things that are gonna happen in 2025, not just for me, but for you as well. And then we're going to slice our mango like this. And we'll just dice it up. So not only do we have a slaw for this mango, we're gonna be making a delicious cilantro lime rice, as well as cooking some calabacitas, AKA squash, and some charred poblanos. Beautiful, and then of course, salt every single step of the way. Lovely. And we can't really have anything pico de gallo without some lime, so we're gonna do a little bit of lime zest into the slaw. It's so freaking colorful, it's so amazing, vibrant deliciousness. And I hope that everyone has an amazing, vibrant, delicious 2025, okay? We're moving with intention all year round. And of course, lime juice. We're probably gonna use 2 whole limes. And this is gonna sit and develop and kind of break down with all the acid while we're building all of our other amazing flavors for this bowl. So it's just gonna get more delicious over time. Got a little bit of lime going down. Perfection, perfection. Ooh, dang, ouch. Lord. Whew. No matter how intentional you try to be, there's always gonna be a little something else that slaps in and gets you in the eye. Little mix. And you can already tell that the acid is going to kind of help break the cabbage down and get it a little bit softer, as well as let the colors from the cabbage bleed into the rest of the slaw. It's gonna be so delish. The next thing we're gonna be adding into our slaw is, of course, the cilantro. You don't even really have to make a big fuss of getting the stems. Personally, for me, it's mainly like the larger stem. The top half, I'm not really stressed out about, because you could totally eat the stem of a cilantro. And they're so good. Cilantro stems are so bomb. We love a cilantro salad. So I'm kind of just like picking the cilantro not too tediously and making sure we get some beautiful herbaceousness up in this bowl. This whole shrimp bowl is representative of my life in 2025. I need it to be all the things. I need it to be spicy, I need it to be sweet, I need it to be herbaceous and healthy. I need it to nourish me, period. You know what else is really exciting about my YouTube channel this year? I am now launching my channel memberships. So I drop a weekly vlog on there, and I think that's gonna be such a fun way for y'all to tap in with me and kind of like see what's going on in my world a bit. Things are about to get really interesting around here. All right, I like to do a rough chop, and we're gonna pop the cilantro in the bowl and give it another little toss. And look at that, that's skimming. Like, what? Who doesn't want to eat this? I just know some fish sauce would be so good in here, but I'm not about to add that. I think fish sauce goes in everything. That's my toxic trait. All right, so since we have our mandolin out still, we're going to slice our jalapenos. This is gonna be just garnish on the top of our bowl. I like it a little spicy. Gotta have a little heat to it. Okay, so we got a few jalapenos sliced up in the mix, which we love. You can use whatever chili you prefer. You can use a Serrano. Get it how you get it. You can use a Fresno chili, but I'm gonna go with the classic jalapeno for this. And then we're gonna get into cutting our calabacita or squash. I love squash. I was thinking about what veggies to use for my bowl. I feel like squash, when it comes to Mexican cuisine, doesn't get enough shine. It's always like corn or something like that, and it's not really giving corn season. So let's get some squash cut. And we're just gonna cook this low and slow, and then we're going to char our poblanos while we're over there cooking this, and it's gonna be so freaking good. Like, we're literally building the flavors and building all of the amazing rainbow colors on our bowl, and it's gonna hit so good. Perfect. Let's move to the stove. We're about to roast some poblanos. Poblanos, we're going to char these and get a nice smoky charred flavor up in this bowl. Because that's what I think of when I think of like Mexican food, smoky notes, and lots of chilies. So I'm using many chilies, as we can see. We have the chipotle chilies, we have the jalapeno chilies, we have the poblano chilies. Poblano. The reason I'm saying poblano, when I used to work at Republique, there was somebody who labeled the poblano sauce poblano. So it took me back to this place in time. So every time I think of a poblano, I say poblano, just FYI. So you can go directly on the fire here. And of course, we can't have a little taco bowl without some frijoles. So I have some pinto beans over there. We're gonna add a little bit of butter, mantequilla, into our bowl. One thing I really am excited about this year is being more intentional with my channel and my platform. I feel that it's gonna be really exciting for me to travel all over this year, and I really wanna bring back what I've tasted on my travels to Cooking with Tea. That's a little bit of what I mean by like being more intentional and like incorporating everything into one amazing vibe, okay? So that's why we're getting into some Mexican flavors here. I had the most beautiful time in Cancun. So while that's doing its thing, in this pot here, we're gonna get our cilantro lime rice working. Wouldn't that be so cool if I just travel all over the world and then bring recipes back to y'all about what I ate, what my favorite thing was? I should probably even do like a Balinese episode because I loved Bali and the food there was chef's kiss. So into my pot here, I'm gonna add a little bit of bay leaf and some garlic. When it comes to our rice, I just kind of want to bloom the bay leaf and garlic in some oil to kind of release the essential oils that are already in the bay leaf and garlic. And then of course some salt to all of our pans, including our beans, frijoles, and we're just gonna get this going. Don't be afraid to just get on there and move the chilies around with your fingers. Just kidding, use tongs. I'm a professional. I want you guys copying everything I do. Beautiful. So in our pan here, I'm gonna add a little bit, I'm sorry, no Mexican rice is Mexican rice if there's no Knorr seasoning in it. Like, that's just a given fact. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Knorr seasoning, and I am heating this up with the oil. Like chicken bouillon, you can use chicken bouillon, you can use whatever kind of bouillon, but I prefer this one. I'm heating it up with the oil to kind of like bloom all the spices that are in there. This is just a major key when you want to like build a lot of flavor in a little amount of time with something as simple as just rice. So take about a cup of rice. There we go. So I'm toasting the rice a bit in the oil. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of butter into our rice as well. This is gonna be so yum. So yum. Look at the toast on the garlic. This is gonna hit. Now we're gonna add some squashies to the mix. This is actually also like a really good meal prep, by the way. Because you can make this bowl and it could just sit in the fridge for a few days and it's just gonna build way more flavor over time. And our poblanos are getting nice and charred. You want it to have this beautiful black char all the way around. Something like that. And then we're gonna add a little bit of water into our rice as well. I got this perfect mug while I was in Cancun. Like, look how cute it is. Are you kidding me? Obsessed. So add a little bit of water. And then we're gonna let that do its thing. Our poblanos look fantastic. It smells amazing. I love charred poblanos. I make a really bomb charred poblano potato salad with corn in it. It's so freaking good. Maybe I'll teach you how to make that during the summertime. So our beans are looking good. I just wanted to reheat them up with a little bit of salt and some butter. Nothing too crazy on the beans. I wanted to keep them simple. You can kind of smash them a little bit so they have like this creaminess. Let's actually add a little bit of garlic in here as well as some onion salt. Delicious and nutritious. Okay. Beautiful. So I got my pan working in the back here. I'm bringing that up to temperature because we're gonna cook our shrimpies in it. Squash is looking perfect. We can season the squash with a little bit of salt. I wanna keep it simple on this. A little salt and some fresh cracked pepper. These chilies smell so good. Like, I think I might be teleporting to Mexico right now. That's how good it smells. And food is totally like teleportation, by the way. So this looks charred and beautiful to me when it comes to our chili. After charring chilies, you definitely want to steam them. You can use like a bowl with some saran wrap. I'm just gonna pop them into a Tupperware with a lid because that is also gonna just create steam. And I'm not wasting plastic or utilizing unnecessary plastic. So this is that, like that, and it's gonna steam and sit for a bit. I'm gonna turn our rice down a bit. Now that it's at a boil, you wanna reduce the heat so it cooks all the way through nicely and evenly. And we're gonna take our shrimp and we're gonna go pop them into our pan back here. Beautiful, oh my God, it's so spicy. I smell the spice. I'm also gonna add a little bit of bouillon into the beans, might as well. I hope y'all didn't think that I was gonna let all of January go without dropping a video. Come on, we're not sleeping on Cooking with Tea in 2025. Let's get to it. Squash is working. Yummy. It's gonna be so bomb. All the flavors, all the spices, what? And it's fairly clean too. Like that's another reason I wanted to make this recipe this month because I feel that it's clean and it's healthy. For anybody who is trying to make any changes in their diet this year and just be a little bit cleaner. And this is like a fun recipe for you to have maximum flavor and still keep it snatched, you know? There's so much that's gonna happen this year. Soulfill is about to be popping up multiple times in February. I'm really excited for that here in LA, period. I have two Soulfill collabs dropping in February as well. We're rolling things out this year, okay? And I wanted to start out with something simple, easy, and colorful, okay? So the shrimp is looking fantastic. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to get charred on one side. One of my favorite things about Mexican cuisine is actually the chili. They don't play. I had one of the most spicy salsas I've ever had in my life while I was in Cancun earlier this month. Like, my mouth was on fire, but it was so good. It was like the addicting kind of spice that you kept coming back for more. So I kind of want to mimic some of those notes of spice that I had while I was out there into this amazing taco bowl. So our shrimp is done. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter into the shrimp. Wow, it smells so incredible. Okay, so we got our shrimp is done, our heat is off, our rice is working, our squash is looking fantastic. I don't want to cook the squash down too much. I still want there to be some type of like texture and toothsome to the squash. We're almost there, y'all. It's about to get serious around here. The hair's going up. Hair goes up means it's going down. If the hair is going up, it's going down, okay? Chilies are charred, so that means, you know, it's time to get them peeled. So the steam is essentially to help you slide that skin off. You want to slide just the charred parts off. It's okay if not all of it comes up. The char equals delicious flavor, and that's what we're all about on Cooking with Tea, is delicious flavor. If you didn't know, now you know. Come join the bright side. I think for me, I'm not fussy when it comes to the seeds, and when it comes to getting all the skin off, as long as I get some of it off, I'm fine. And we're just gonna keep repeating. Oh, this one is definitely really nice. It should come off pretty easily. That's how you'll know when your chilies are done being charred. Who loves a good chili relleno? Because I love a good chili relleno. But yeah, like I said, wouldn't it be so cool if I just made some of what my favorite things were and flavors were from my travels on Cookin with Tea? I can't wait for my like travel lifestyle show, y'all. That's gonna be epic. Because then we could just do it there. We could just cook it there. That is gonna be game changing. Okay, we got all of our charred chilies away. This is gonna be a little bit messy, but that's okay. Messy can be fun sometimes. If you know, you know. We're on my OG teacup game. Where is that from? What video is that from? So we got our chili. Like I said, I'm not gonna be too finicky if there's a few seeds left over here and there, but you can take like the majority of the seed out. What does help is if you slide it out like this. This one's broken, but if you slide it and then just kind of remove this part where the stem is, there's some seeds attached to that, but it be what it be. You could just do this, get rid of some of the seeds. Same here, just like that. Here, look at me teaching y'all some techniques. Techniques with tea, let's get into it. Don't sweat it, don't sweat the technique. Okay, seeds gotta go. If this was a super, super spicy chili, then I would be stressing over every little tiny seed, but it's not that deep. So you wanna just slice up your chilies like this into strips, and then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of a dice, like that. She a little spicy, not too much, but she a little spicy. Another thing for me is I really want to start eating at home more this year. So I want to do more recipes that anybody can just make at home that's super simple and easy. Just like this one. And you'd be surprised as a chef, like we don't eat that well. Like I actually eat, okay, I eat pretty good, but like when I'm grinding and I'm on the road, I don't eat that clean. But I'm just gonna take some cilantro and give it a really quick pass. Cilantro lime rice is also something that's super easy to make, and like it's good to make when you have cilantro that you might think is going. Perfect utilization for something like this. So I'm gonna go a little rough choppy chop. Beautiful. So we got our rice. Smells freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. Yum. Forking the rice is just a technique to keep it nice and fluffy. And this is gonna be delicious. There's already so much flavor in here with the bay leaf and the garlic and the bouillon. But cilantro lime rice, taco bowl, like I don't think you can have it without it. Perfect. I'm going a little cray cray on the cilantro, as you should. And then lime, because you can't have enough. Can never have enough acidity, especially when it comes to Mexican cuisine. All right, so we're gonna just mix and incorporate the cilantro and the lime. Ooh, it smells so good. Look at the crunchy bottom. Oh, so good. I love crunchy rice. I run a really delicious crunchy fried rice on my Soulfill menu. And y'all have to pull up if you're in LA because we're doing some amazing things. Look at that. I don't want any Mexican food if there's no avocado on it. Huh? No way. That being said, we're about to build our bowl. We're gonna add a little bit of rice on the bottom. I got this in Mexico, by the way. So freaking cute. Can't tell me that's not the cutest. So a little cilantro lime rice on the bottom, abajo. Gonna add a little bit of squash, calabecitas. Maybe a little more. I don't know a taco bowl without frijoles, So figure that out. Black, pinto, whatever. Live your life. And then of course, our delicious Chipotle shrimp. This is giving, we got Chipotle at home. And it's finna be way better. And it's finna hit. I'm gonna add a little bit of poblano right in the middle. Can't forget our delicious pico de gallo inspired slaw. I can't. It's literally giving taste the rainbow. Avocado. I can never do avocado without a little bit of Maldon salt, ever. And then last but not least, we're gonna add a few little jalapenos up in the mix, totally optional, but not jalap in my business, you feel me? Jalapeno business. A little bit, not too much. Okay, that looks absolutely delicious. I did have some sour cream here on the side, but like might as well keep it clean. Everything in here is delicious and vibrant and beautiful as it is. Why ruin it? That's just doing too much. There's already a lot going on. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot going on this year. So this looks so freaking bomb. If I ordered a shrimp taco bowl anywhere and they gave me this, chef's kiss. Let's get into the beans and the rice. That's always like my first bite. That bouillon really takes it to the next level, okay? Chipotle shrimp. That's banging. That's banging because not only is it spicy, the shrimp is sweet. There's spice from the cumin, the chili powder, that allium-y, garlicky, onion powder greatness. Oh, and then the slaw. Oh my God. The slaw and the avocado are the perfect break from all of the spice and the heat that's going down. I'm definitely getting spice in my throat as well as on my tongue. This is Chipotle bowl heaven. Heck yeah. What do I even say anymore? Like, love you, mean it.
It's like, I'm busy eating mine.
I mean, I said that already.
Yeah.